Today we play Latios and Latias, but I really just wanted an excuse to play Mimikyu instead. You probably already know about Latios and Latias, the legendary duo that when you have both on the board simultaneously allows Latias to deal 40 damage instead of 20 and Latios to have a 0 retreat cost. This duo is decent and is somewhat popularly played with Giratina EX. We don't play Giratina EX on this channel though. Instead, I wanted to explore the potential of Latios and Latias with cheaper non-EX partners. Because Latias can apply decent early game pressure for only one energy, it gives you some nice flexibility on which other Pokemon to ramp. However, if you have too many other Pokemon in the deck, the consistency of the Latios Latias duo will suffer as a result, so I chose to pair the legendary duo here with Mimikyu and the Psychic Oricorio. Mimikyu flips a coin to copy any attack of the opponent's active Pokemon. This attack is pretty fun and can act as a secondary win condition against certain decks. The problem is, there aren't that many great targets in this meta to copy outside of Giratina or Guzzlord, so while Mimikyu has decent potential in future metas, especially against Mega Evolutions, I wouldn't recommend it in this one. In today's deck, the legendary twins meet the doppelganger. By combining Latios and Latias with a couple of other cheap basic Pokemon and a whole lot of supporters, we aim to have immense flexibility on how we can achieve victory. You have a lot of options for trainer cards though, so I'd recommend Morty or Pokemon Communication if you want to make any tweaks. While certainly not as good as the Giratina variant, this deck still surprised me by how fun it was to pilot. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, hype, and consider subscribing for more fun off meta decks. Is there any card you want to see played in Master Ball? Let me know in the comments and I'll build a deck around it. With that said, check this deck out in action and enjoy the games. Okay, not what I want to see. What an awful hand. Leaky Tongue. Oh, please red card me. And unfortunately still the bad hand. Man. The thing is, the new Lickilicky can just target the bench. I can't even do anything. What an awful hand. What is this? Okay. Back to Pichu, I suppose. That was weird. Why did they even come to the front to deal 30 damage? What does that accomplish? Oh god, this is such a bad hand. I still haven't drawn anything that is useful. So it is the bench sniping one. Which, yeah, is gonna be a huge problem. I guess I'll just target this one that has more energy. Okay, Latias. Oof, there you go. I could try to go with simply a giant cape instead of Center Lady. A bit awkward. But I think it's about the best I can do right now. I'll just do this. It is punished if they have Guzma though, so not perfect. But I kind of have to deal with this guy as fast as possible after these many turns where I did basically nothing. This is why the Giratina variant is popular. It's because if you draw badly, you can still at least use Giratina's ability. Yeah, now with a retreat cost of 3, it's gonna be pretty awkward for them to do much. 6 cards left, I have 11. That's so ridiculous. Okay, was not expecting the leaf, I suppose. A pretty darn awkward leaf. I think I'll just go with the Cyrus here. Right now, the biggest concern is Lickilicky EX. That's why I'm not even gonna play the red, or not gonna throw it away. Let me just confirm what Lickilicky EX does. Okay, yeah, 100 damage. Flip a coin. Iono could do something. Okay, gives us our first research. Hence the bench sniping Lickilicky. It's funny enough. Okay. Just gonna go for the research here. Okay, I think I have to do this. Put the energy on Mimikyu and just attack. I can deal 60 with Mimikyu. Then we'd have the Cyrus. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, double red card. That's wild. Well, I still redrew the XP and the wheel though. Right, I have another Latias and an Oricorio still. Both of which could be good. Okay, they go in with that. As much as I want to heal the Latias to get out of range of the Lickilickys, I can't really afford. I have to finish these off now. Okay, Oricorio comes in. Second Oricorio was in the hand. It's gonna be rough. Should I go for the Cyrus right away? I think so, because that's threatening to one-shot these Latias later on. So I just want to get that threat out of the way. And I would doubt they have a Cyrus because they're basing their deck around that bench sniping. Right? And even going with double red cards and such. They have space for red cards in Iono. I doubt they would fill up the deck with the Cyrus and such. But they could have Sabrina. Or Repel. Yeah, now I just use Center Lady, heal that up. I'm assuming that's the last of their cards. Okay, unfortunately... Unfortunately, now I'm better off just using Center Lady in the front. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna heal the Latios, but in this case I have to do this. But yeah, that was a weird match. Okay, it's still not over then. They will probably retreat to the other one. But Latias is still threatening to win. Unless they have second Cyrus. So they do have Cyrus after all. Or if they have Sabrina. Right. I still have a Latias and an Oricorio. So Mars no longer does anything. So I might as well throw this away. Yeah, Latias only deals 20 now. I was forgetting that detail. And unfortunately no Oricorio, which would have like the Psychic Oricorio. Even if I had top decked it now, I could retreat to it and do lady damage. But as it stands, it's one turn too late. What else do I have? Second Latias. I have a Sabrina still. Kuzma, which doesn't do anything. So if I retreat to this, deal 20, takes 50. Then I top deck the second Latias, deal another 20. I feel it ultimately comes down to Mimikyu in any case. So yeah, this certainly... This is not good. Since it comes down to Mimikyu in the end, I might as well do it right now. Oh. 50-50. And that was close. Hey, going first. That is certainly a lot better. I'm gonna play this one as well. Start hitting it for 40. Yeah, I'm just gonna start attacking it. They will deal 60. Unfortunately, no Mars to counter this draw. I suppose the 10 will either go to Oricorio. Yeah, because now it is in range of a Cyrus. I could heal it. I don't think that does much. I do threaten to take it out. I'll just go with this. Mimikyu can deal 60 to it. Okay. So it does go for a Oricorio, which can make sense. I considered Center Lady, but I don't think that would have been good enough. Like, I'm fine with this. So this play is Will. And the 10 damage, I'd say maybe go to Zeraora, which is in range of double attack from Latias. right? The question is, do I play anything? I think it's fine to play the second Latios, actually. I'll just go with this. Yeah. Let's try to do this. I kind of just have to survive long enough to finish off one of these two. Unfortunately, no Mars still, but it's or researchers. It's a bit up to luck now. Okay, so they even have an elemental switch here. I'm not too sure what this accomplishes. Unfortunately, I would also need like Sabrina or Repel. Not Repel, Cyrus. And Mars now comes a little bit too late. I think I might need to use Central Lady. Right? Is there even a world where I just... Well, I would always put the energy on Latios. But they are kind of about to win. But I think Central Lady... Or would I use Mimikyu? I don't think attacking with Latias does that much anyway. I don't necessarily need to use the Cinder Lady. I'll just go with the Giant Cape. Okay, that was unfortunate. I didn't get to choose my target. And actually, I forgot about the Rocky Helmet. So if they have another Cyrus, which there's a fair chance they would. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go for this one that has already taken damage. It comes down to whether they have the Cyrus or not. This is... That's being too rough now. I will have to use Center Lady in case they have another Repeller. Could I use this? Go down to 70? No, I have to put energy there. Yeah, in case of a second Repel, gonna have to do this. And I'll have to put this one in the front, which survives anything and one-shots everything. I don't think Rocky Helmet matters. Right? Is there any point in playing it? I don't think so, unless they have a Team Rocket Grant potentially. There you go. Oh, that was almost unbelievable. But yeah, Mimikyu kind of coming in clutch for that one turn with the Will. The second time didn't really do much, but that was close. Okay, Guzzlord. And there's the Guzzlord already. So I still kind of have to hope for a Latios. Mimikyu could be interesting in this match. Come on. It's a 50-50 and there you go. I guess I can just do this. Try to apply some pressure. Not that it does that much. Now just going straight for Latios, hope they fail the grind cores. Maybe XP could be good too, in case I lose the energy. Having the wheel could be pretty good too, because that Celesteela is already at 40, so it goes down to Cyrus with one of the Latias. Okay, it is at 60 now. Oh, that's annoying. And yeah, because it is super effective. But I do have the center lady at least. Which means I can't even use this research. I'll just go with this. Needs to use Grind Core again, which gives me another opportunity. If they fail the coin flip, I can just put the energy in the back and hit it again for 40 and set it up to get one-shotted. Not one-shotted, but finished off at least. Please, Tails. It's rough. That is rough, but I can deal 40 plus 100 with Oricorio. Or even just 140 with the Latios. And they kept healing the Celesteela, so they are afraid of a Cyrus. I'm just gonna play this. Wait, yeah, actually I should have just retreated to the other Latias and put the Rocky Helmet on it with the XP. That was silly. But it still goes down at least with the red and the Rocky Helmet. Then the problem is Lusamine. But yeah, very silly not to have retreated here when I could have. Because now with Lusamine I can just lose straight up. I need the Mars. And I don't get the Mars. This deals 140, so that's not gonna do anything. And I have to use the red this turn. So yeah, let's just do this. Not retreating to the Latias there might have cost me the game. The small chance I had to win, because that is a very refined deck. And it's difficult to challenge when you don't when you make misplays. So yeah, now it also didn't help that they got the heads on the grind core on that second time. And there you go. That's rough. Should have definitely gone for the Latias there. It was silly. It would have bought me potentially another turn. Which would be another energy, which would allow this Latias to then use Sabrina on the Celesteela. Take it out, potentially, by now. But that was really rough. Hey, Zeraora. Please, Latias. Not quite. I'm just gonna play these two. Not ideal. Usually the energy goes into the second Pokemon. Okay, maybe still a Latios here would be ideal. Guzma can be nice. There you go. Okay then, my own Rocky helmet would also have been nice, but can't have everything. This is good enough for now. Let's just deal 40 here. But yeah, Zerwar is almost on par with the Latias. I mean, it's probably just better. At least if it starts on the board on the first turn. Okay, so it is a Silvally deck. What should my play be here? It's not like I can do that much. I think I have to go for Guzma, just to prevent the Rocky Helmet from taking me out there. I'm just going for another 40 damage. But yeah, it's very awkwardly leaving them at 10. That's pretty unfortunate. I think I have to Sabrina here. Take out one of the ones in the back. Probably the Oricorio, because they won't give up a type null. Yeah, this will have to do. Then if I can take out the Silvally, I'd only need 10 more damage. So that could be pretty good. But it's not going to be that easy. There's second Gladion. Okay, so maybe no Silvally there. Incredibly. Okay, it takes 20. So I could go with Center Lady, or Giant Cape, or Research. Now, one of the issues with Giant Cape is ideally I want a Giant Cape on Latios, because they might have Giovanni. But I think they might also have Guzma. And if I play the Giant Cape too early, they can just Guzma ahead of time. Buff their Silvally in the process. But that is not ideal. So I would be more tempted to use Center Lady here to heal. But even if I do, they might top deck a Silvally. What would I hope to draw with a Research? Just a second Latias, probably. So I'm gonna go with the Center Lady here instead. Not ideal at all. I'd also wish to have Mars, I suppose. Right. And soon enough the Cyrus. Okay, now is the time for going in with Latios. Just gonna use the X speed here. Go in with this. I'm gonna use a Giant Cape for good measure. I'm almost at that Cyrus. So I'm just gonna go for this. Now's the tricky part. Just need to reach that Zeraora. But yeah, of course, this was pretty lucky that they didn't get the Silvally in time. They get it now, which might be a little bit late. They could still win if I don't get the Cyrus. Okay, so I think even without the Cyrus, I could risk Mimikyu. Right? I actually kind of like that. Doing something like this. Oricorio. Rocky Helmet. Can throw away the red. Just deal 20 here. Latias can still work with the Cyrus. Yeah, I think they just retreat to the healthy Zeraora. Oh. Oh, that's awkward. Right. This should trigger. I will have played a supporter this turn, right? Well, now I got the Cyrus, so that would have still worked as well. But there you go. Brave buddies for the victory. If the Cyrus was the last card, this was my only chance.